Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
But then I got this today. Boom. I'm out dashing and I see all my stats pop up in gray. I'm like, oh, okay. So they must be freezing. They did the reset. Obviously, you can see 100% completion rate. But then on top of that, they freezing the stats. They freezing the stats so that everything that I did for tonight, and I did unassign some orders tonight, it didn't count against me. And I'm presuming that tomorrow when I log into Dash, it's gonna say, 100% still, and moving forward after tomorrow, I'll be at 100%. I'm like, hey, I'm all cool with it because I've been doing less and less DoorDash over the course of this whole year with all the changes they've been doing. But it got me thinking. I was like, damn, what if I was a top dasher? I already had 100% completion rate. How would this make me feel? And I thought about it for a second. I was like, you know what? I would be pissed off. I would be pissed the heck off if I found out that DoorDash was giving all the dashers in my area 100% reset and I've been busting my butt trying to make sure I keep my stats right. I'd be straight up mad. So boom, fast forward to now, and everybody in my market has been reset to 100. And the top dashers basically, you if you didn't know this, depending on what your completion rate is, let's say you sitting at like a 90% completion rate, well, the DoorDash algorithm is going to send you orders based on that. You are not going to see a better order before somebody who have a better completion rate and a better customer rating. So this is a big deal when it comes to what orders are you going to see for that day. And I'm gonna tell you right now, I definitely was seeing some orders that I typically don't see because they reset this. I'm gonna go ahead and show you a couple of orders I did see. Now I did still see some bad orders. Don't get me wrong. There was definitely some bad orders in there, but I noticed a difference, and I'm like, dang, if I'm out there and I've been top dasher or I've been going hard and getting it, this is gonna piss me off. Now, this is one of the orders I got right here. Let me know in the comments, is this an accept or a decline for you? Now, if you've been following the channel for any amount of time, you already know I don't play no games. So you can just imagine what Ben this one ended up in. But I'm gonna tell you right now, them $7 is not in my earnings tab. $7, 10.2 miles at Starbucks. First and foremost, okay, it's 7 o'clock at night. You telling me that you waited all day until 7 p.m. to order you some Starbucks? And then on top of it, you 10 miles away from your closest Starbucks. So hold on. You needed that coffee that bad that you had to place that order. We know they just lowered the base pay. Okay. They just lowered the base pay down to $2 even. Let's just assume that this is a $5 tip. Why do these customers that's 10 miles away think that $5 is enough to tip? Like, first and foremost, I don't care that you're paying delivery fees and service fees. I don't care about none of that. Only thing I care about is where you ordered from, where you live, and how much that tip is. I know how much base pay is, right? So if that tip ain't $15, I'm sorry, but you're not getting that coffee. Straight up. And to keep it 100 with you, you should just go in the kitchen and just make you a cup of coffee if you need it that bad at 7 o'clock at night. Like, straight up, if you need a cup of coffee at 7 at night, go ahead, stroll your ass right in that kitchen, and you can brew you up a pot of coffee for way cheaper than $30. Because I'm gonna need 30 to bring that to you. I'm keeping 100. That's a bad order right there. Hurt my feelings. I say, look, they don't care about nothing. They sending orders like that. And then I get this one right here. $8.25, 6.6 miles at KFC. And guess what? It's gonna stay right there. You got me messed up. First of all, look, you see where it's whited on the map? All the white is the business area. That's where you got your businesses, your merchants, your healthcare, all of that. Everywhere where you see green on this map is just exactly that. It's grass and cows and no street lights. I'm not driving 6 miles outside of my zone for a $6 tip. It's just not happening. And that's just assuming that the customer tips $6, because what actually probably happened is that order probably been sitting there for a minute. It's probably been declined for about 30 minutes. And you're probably looking at about a $4 base pay on that mug, and they thinking they $4 tip is good. Well, no, Mrs. KFC customer, I'm here to tell you that is not a good tip. You should have just went on in your freezer, grabbed you some chicken up out of there, and made that, because then everybody would have been happy. You would have got your food fast. I wouldn't have seen this trash ass order, and then I wouldn't have had to take a hit on my acceptance rate. But you know what? It is what it is. I just want to show you guys that these are the kinds of orders that DoorDash thinks we make money on. We don't make money driving 6.6 miles outside of the zone, trying to get a tip. It ain't no add-on, it ain't no stack. It's just one single order. That's bad news all day long. I definitely declined that one too. Oh, this one, I don't even consider this one an all the way bad order. Because hear me out on this. If you take a look at this map, we got 2.6 miles total distance, right? Now you look up and you see $5.41. And if you experience Dasher, that should throw a red flag off. Anytime you see an order that's not on a whole dollar, a quarter, a 50-cent mark, a 75-cent mark, you should be having red flags go off in your head to like, hold on, look, first of all, they might have just left you a penny on this order. Okay. You got to realize that, because the base pay could have went up to a point where it made it to 5.25. Maybe they left you like less than a quarter. That's a horrible order. So just the fact that the dollar amount for the earnings ends on anything other than a 0 or a 5, it's an automatic decline. Them the type of customers gonna give you the most problems, because you got to understand, if a customer then took their time to put an odd penny amount inside the tip, that's not a person you want to be dealing with. First of all, they probably crazy as hell. Okay. Because if they didn't just add a straight up whole dollar amount or a whole 50-cent amount or a quarter amount, that's a crazy person you're dealing with, and you don't want to deliver to them. Now, taking that all out of the equation, this ain't a bad order. You got almost 2-to-1 mile. No, you got 2-to-1. You got 2-to-1 miles money ratio. Steak and Shake let you do drive-through pickup. But again, do you want to put yourself in a position where you're dealing with a customer who puts in a 41-cent tip? I'm not taking no chances like that. So I went on and declined it. Now, as you can see with the first slide I showed you, I started at 40%. I ended at 32. Why? Because I don't play no games. And we just happen to have 32 people up in this joint right now. Hit that like button for your boy. So this is the next order they sent me right here. And if you look very closely, it might actually look kind of familiar. It kind of looks similar to that this order right here. And the reason it looks similar, because guess what? That's the exact same house. If I'm not mistaken, like, bruh, if I wasn't taking this one for $8.25 going 6 miles, why the hell would I take this one? And I think they lowered the mileage a little bit, trying to trick me, trying to reroute it. But no, I'm FDA, and I know how to read a map real fast, and I can tell that this wasn't a good order. First and foremost, check this out. You got KFC. KFC ain't bad in every market, but it's definitely bad in my market. And you talking about I got to pick up 2 orders over there? They bad enough trying to get 1 order. Now I got to go there and get 2 orders. And then when I drop off that first one, the second customer gonna be mad, because look, they've been waiting a long time. They've been waiting. They thought they was getting their delivery at 6:45. Well, guess what? You're not, because this one right here say 6:50, and ain't no way I'm making to you by 6:50 if I gotta drop off to them first. It's crazy. That's an $8.25 order right there. Okay. So this one right here is paying you $3 extra. This is what I'm trying to tell you guys. Don't let DoorDash manipulate you. I knew that I wasn't going to take this offer right here, but they thought, oh, well, shit, if we offer them $3 more and make them do 25 more minutes of work, maybe it'll be more appealing. Look, it's 2-to-1 miles to money. Well, no, what you got to realize is 2-to-1 is great when it's a single order, but when it's a double order, I need 2-to-1, but I also need other parameters to be checked off to make this a good order. Look, we can go on and on and on, but if you a DoorDash driver, you have seen this already. DoorDash does this to all dashers to manipulate to get these orders out, because that's what's important. Getting the orders out. You making money is not important. Okay. The customer getting their food hot, that's not important. That is not what matters. What matters is this order came in, this order need to go out. Now, how they gonna make that happen? They gonna make that happen by first sending it to you like this and saying, look, it ain't that bad. Go ahead, take it. You complete 1 out of 5, it's gonna go towards your streak. And then once you don't fall for that, they're gonna hit you with this. Boom. Hey, now it's 11.50. You know what I'm saying? You already did 1, complete 2 out of 5 orders towards your delivery streak, but that don't make sense because this is 2 orders by itself. These are the things we got to look out for when DoorDash is implementing new things. So, a couple of these orders was really, really bad. A couple of them wasn't so bad. Look at this one. We got 1250, 11.9. Now, you initially might say, hey, I'm not taking that. That's a 12-mile order. You know what I'm saying? But look at this. Look how the map wrap around. You see how it got me going down and around first to get to the merchant. That's about a 3-mile stretch right there. And if you know your market, you can look at this and say, hey, hold on, look, I don't even need to take the route they sent me. I can actually go on one of these other streets and I can get there quicker. So this 11.9 miles might actually turn out to be like 8.3 miles if you actually take the smart route to get to the merchant. But most dashers just follow what the GPS tell them. They just follow what the app tell them. So let's say you somebody who accept every single order. Boom, you accept it. So now you done took an order that's barely 1-to-1, right? You go down, you make a right, you hit the highway, you hop off the highway, you make a right, you go up the road. You done wasted 3 hours because DoorDash routed you that way. Now you could have easily just went the opposite way and probably been to that merchant 2 times as fast. And that's giving you more time to complete one more delivery. Because look, I'm gonna tell you right now, if you taking 1250 for 11 miles, that's all you doing that hour. You're not doing nothing else. I guarantee you that. You ain't doing nothing else. It's gonna take you a couple minutes to get there. They not gonna have it ready because it's a goddamn bar. And then you gotta drive about 10 miles up the road. Stop playing with me. This is what I do. Okay. Look at this. $8, 5 miles. Now, if you take a close look, you can see that blue dot right there next to Walmart Supercenter, that's me. That's where I'm at. So that means they sent me an order where I gotta go all the way over here and pick it up. Then I gotta double back to basically where I'm at and drop it off. Now, if I was over there, this wouldn't say 5 miles. If I was already over there, this would say $8 for 3.3 miles. But guess what? I wasn't over there. So guess what? That shit stayed right at the pasta house. You got me messed up. Because what you got to realize is if I got to go over there and pick it up, then come back and drop it off, I need 2-to-1. Real talk. And at 5 miles, it's not making it 2-to-1 for me. You know what I'm saying? So look, you might go over to pasta house. Hey, maybe you get an Uber Eats order. Maybe you get a Grubhub order. And now you got a stack, right? But I was sitting at Walmart waiting on a $40 order. And I'm not driving away from no $40 order for an $8 order. You feel what I'm saying? These are the types of split second decisions that we need to be making to maximize our earnings, guys. We got to do this every single day. And once you start to do this more and more, you'll say, okay, look, now I got a little bit more power. DoorDash ain't got that control over me. Yeah, it's a delivery streak, but guess what? You already robbed me for $10. I'm not trying to get 8 back because you already robbed me for 10. I'm gonna go ahead and put that energy into something else, and I can make that $10 somewhere else where I ain't gonna get robbed for it. You feel what I'm saying? This one. We got $12.25, 9.1 miles. 9.1. Look, this order is taking you all the way outside of your zone. This is it. That's the only order you getting right there. And then if you like, look, 54th Street is a great merchant. You can get catering orders out of there. You can get orders that's bigger than normal that don't even qualify as a large order, but it's paying you a nice tip. 54th Street is showing you a 9-mile delivery distance. It got to at least say 17. If it don't say 17, it's no hidden tip potential. I mean, even if it just gave me $16.50 for 9 miles, I can at least say, okay, let me see if I can find something else going in that direction, right? That's being smart. But taking this by itself and you don't have nothing else you can possibly stack with it, that's a gamble. Because best believe you about to drive 9 miles down there. What's that? You're going to have to hit Highway 270, take 270 down to 55, take 55, what's that? West, no, 55 east. 55 east, boom, 2 more exits down, you hop off, you driving 10 miles back. It ain't no way around it. I'm just trying to let you know, look, DoorDash ain't gonna tell you that you're not making no money on the way back. I will gladly tell you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for watching the videos, engaging with the videos. If you enjoyed that video, some of these other videos, you might enjoy them. Until then, I'll catch you in the next one.